Hello and welcome to Click to Unlock's continuing walkthrough of Thief, the new Thief game. This is the final, I believe the final Ector mission, helping him build his automata. And this one you've got to get the automata heart. So when you first start off in this house, you want to head straight upstairs, a couple of bits of loot in the hallway there, go all the way to the room on the left, and we'll start picking up the loot in this room here. You'll also pick up these documents, which have these kind of strange symbols in them. So you can either keep a note of them there, or we can come back to them in a little while, because you're going to need them to get past a puzzle in a little while. So in this room, make sure you check in this cupboard. There's only 2 collectibles on this map. This is one of them, the burnished lady, and there's also another collectible, which is the actual item of the mission, the automata's heart. That's hence why the level is called Heartbroken. Right, so while we're on this landing, there's another bedroom over the landing. There's a cupboard in here. I think it's 22 bits of loot on this level. I think I might be mistaken there, but this walkthrough has them all. So if you're watching this, this does cover every bit of loot in this level. So in this room, there's a note on this desk. And a pen. So there's quite a few other documents in this level, giving you various into the story and stuff. But don't forget, there's a drawer in this dark corner over here which has a telescope in it. That's quite easy to miss. So lastly, on the top landing of the building, we have the bathroom. Make sure you look behind the door. There's nothing in these drawers, I don't think. But there's a ring on the shelf just here. So another one that's quite easy to miss. Oh, look at that! Letter opener in the drawer. I was wrong. Don't forget. Always check the drawers. There was a letter opener in the drawer. Right, so once you've done all this upstairs, we can now head back downstairs. And there's a bit of fun because the house is a bit of a puzzle. Make sure you check this cupboard in the hallway, as we've got a bit of loot in there and obvious bits of stuff on this desk here. Quite a funny little letter from Ector there, and that kind of explaining the story that he wants his automata's heart back. Little sneaky wine glass in the hallway there. Right, so now we go into this kind of section of rooms. There's this bust in here, which can be grabbed. Initially, I thought this was going to be some sort of puzzle to get the bust out of that glass case, teacup there. But you can just get him out, which is a bit weird. And there's a button on the display case as well. If you push the button, all the walls move along, and that reveals another room in here. Another little bit of a diary, another document diary entry there. Getting lost in all these documents. And that when we can also pick up a little bit of loot in here while we're in here. But we got to head into this room here. Again, documents and loot to be had. More stuff on the automata. Be sure to have a good old root around in the room, as we just saw from the other room. You never know when you're gonna find something in a drawer, but unlucky this time. There's nothing in here, so just the one item on the desk there, and I think we can move on. Can we move on? We'll move on in 1 second, because there's this button over here. We've got to make sure we hit these buttons, because this kind of makes the rooms open up. It slides the walls across and makes the rooms open up. So move around. What's this? Like a dining hall area, and another note now with another of these symbols. So keep a mental note of that. They're the documents that you kind of need to find as well in order to work out the puzzle. So we've got some loot in the drawers here. I think there might be another one over here. Is there? Oh, no. Forgetful. Oh, that's what it was. I knew there was another piece in here. But it was in the cupboard instead. Right, so once you've done in this room, we can move on again into the next room over here. Just one last little peek around. Another pen. We've got a few pens on this level. The guy must be a bit of a writer. Right, and now we need to find, we've got some more loot in these rooms. Oh, look at that little scroll holder. And again, there's another one of these buttons in this room here, so we've got to give that a go. That slides the wall and reveals another room in there, which is obviously important because you need to get in here. Right, so once you get in here, another document. This is another of the symbols. again, make a note of that one. And we've got a few bits of loot in here as well. There's a wine glass. Right, so the button in this room is behind this bookcase. So if you go up and select the selection of books, the case will slide along and it will reveal the button. Select the button and it will open up a door in the kitchen room, which is a sort of elevator. I believe it's an elevator or something of that description. Or it's a tunnel leading to an elevator anyway. So right in the kitchen, there's another little bit of loot here on the cooker. There is some food in the shelf up there, but importantly, another one of these documents with the symbol. You're going to need these symbols very, very soon. So moving on, another little bit of loot on this shelf here. Don't miss that one. That's quite an easy one to miss. Right, so this wall here, we've got a button, a stone brick, which will remove this wall and reveal the elevator shaft that I was talking about. Okay, so now we can head up into a kind of secret area of the building, down this corridor, and we have a lock to pick, so we can get in here. It's picking in the lock. Okay, I've got the upgraded lock picks now, I believe. Not that I can see. It's weird. I'd have to go back to the old ones to really feel the difference, but it doesn't feel that different to me. Right, so in this room here, we have another of the documents. This gives us another symbol. I think that's the 5 symbols, I think, that you're going to need. I'm pretty sure. I think that's all of them now. And then we have a pen over here. Don't forget that loot. Another document. I'm not sure if there's an achievement or anything for getting all the documents. I'm not sure if I get all of the documents in this level, but I don't know if it really matters. I'm not sure. Put it in the comments if you think that the documents really matter. Right, so we've got this puzzle here. It basically works by when you select an item, it takes down the 2 pieces that are next to it. But all I did was basically kind of like go move round and keep moving one to the, I think it was to the left, and then activating it, and it just worked. So it literally, I didn't really have to think about that puzzle at all, and as much as I understand how it works, I didn't actually work out how it was done. I just kind of pushed the button, moved to the next button, pushed the button, moved to the next button, pushed the button, moved to the next button, and it opened. So maybe a clever puzzle, maybe not set up very clever. I'm not sure. Anyway, moving on, we come to this room. Now, this is where the symbols that you've been getting in the notes, picking up around the house, become important. So, go into your documents and have a little look. They are the obviously go into the correct section first, rather than going into completely different items, and into the Ector jobs, and you will see there the project pendulum. So. Different symbols, and so make a mental note of these symbols, and basically you've got to look for these symbols on the floor in front of you. So we have this symbol on the right and move forward, then you can see the next one, which is down there. So you move along the path towards the next symbol. There's the A kind of looking one, then to this sort of devil looking one, and then we can move straight up into the final section to get the automaton's heart. So pretty simple little puzzle, but could be tricky if you didn't pick up the documents with the symbols in them. Right, so that is, I believe, all of the items, the loot and collectibles at the very least. Anyway, to get out, you head down here to the right, and there's this ladder, which you can ascend, and this basically takes you through. A bit of a wine cellar type thing. Was that a poppy? Yeah, so it's poppy. Not essential, but always nice to have a poppy. And then we can head out through the wine cellar. A little bit suspicious that I'd forgotten a bit of loot. Even though I know in my mind that I've got them all, I can't help but check the shelves. You never know. The game might be lying. There might be secret loot that it wasn't telling me was there. Anyway, so then you can head up the stairs, and this takes you to the front door where you come in. And that is the end of the level. Interestingly, no enemies to hide from and that. So quite an easy level to do. And that's it. Heartbroken. So 2 collectibles and 23 loot. That was right, 23 loot. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you're enjoying the walkthrough of Thief. Make sure you subscribe and check back for more other missions going up. as soon as I have the time to do the commentary and so forth. But enjoying your comments and enjoying the feedback. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.